Hey everyone, and welcome. So today we're diving into the incredible and, let's be honest, sometimes pretty unsettling ways that AI is weaving itself into our personal lives. It's a story about memory, about money, and about the brand new challenges our families are starting to face. But at its core, this isn't really a story about code or algorithms. It's a story about us. It's about our parents, our grandparents, and the stories that make us who we are. Technology, especially AI, is becoming this powerful tool that can help us preserve these precious memories. But, as we're about to see, that very same power can be twisted in some really concerning ways. So let's just ground ourselves in what's happening right now. AI isn't some futuristic idea from a movie anymore. It has already arrived, and it's getting deeply integrated into the daily lives of millions of people. And the scale of this, it's genuinely staggering. Get this. A recent study from Lloyds Banking Group estimates that 28 million adults in the UK have already used AI to help them manage their money. Just let that number sink in. That isn't a niche tool for tech geeks anymore. This has gone completely mainstream. And it's having a real-world impact. For the people who are using these AI tools, the average annual estimated savings is almost £400. So, the key here is that people are seeing real, tangible benefits. They're getting actual money back in their pockets by letting AI help out with their finances. So, what are they actually doing with it? Well, it turns out people are turning to AI for the absolute fundamentals of personal finance. As you can see, the top uses are pretty evenly split between planning savings goals, getting budgeting advice, general financial education, and even comparing insurance. It's really becoming a go-to digital assistant for everyday money management. And we're not just talking about a one-time curiosity. The data shows that nearly 1 in 3 adults are using AI every single week as part of their financial routine. It's officially moved from being a novelty to a necessity for a huge number of people. Now, let's look at how this same tech is touching even more personal parts of our lives. So beyond just managing our money, AI is starting to emerge as a powerful tool for something deeply human, connecting with our families and preserving their legacies. And this is where the technology really starts to feel like magic. A whole new industry of AI-powered memoir tools has just sprung up. Their whole purpose is to help people, especially older adults, document their life stories. As you can see from this chart, they come in a few different flavors. Some create printed books, others are apps for recording oral histories. But I want you to notice the key features here, how senior-friendly they are, and whether they support voice. And this right here really gets to the most important factor for making these tools work. It's not about who has the flashiest features. It's all about accessibility. The real breakthrough happens when the technology meets people where they already are, on a platform they know, that they trust, like WhatsApp. I mean, think about it. For a senior who might be a little tech-averse, there's a zero learning curve if all they have to do is send a voice note on WhatsApp. It feels completely natural. It captures their stories in their own voice, and it removes all those technical barriers that so often get in the way. It's a really simple idea, but it's pretty profound. But here's the turn. The exact same technology that can so beautifully preserve a loved one's voice can also be used to perfectly fake it. This is the dark side of that AI mirror, where a tool for connection becomes a tool for deception. The technology is called AI voice cloning, and it's shockingly simple. Scammers can take just a few seconds of someone's audio, maybe from a video they posted on social media, and create a perfect digital copy of their voice. That copy can then be made to say anything they wanted to. So, you probably remember the old grandparents scam, right? A frantic call from someone claiming to be a grandchild, often with a story about a bad connection to explain why their voice sounds a little off. Okay, now imagine that same call, but the voice on the other end is a perfect, identical clone of your actual grandchild. The emotional manipulation becomes infinitely more powerful and so much harder to resist. And look, this isn't just some hypothetical threat. The FBI has confirmed that elder fraud is a massive, multi-billion-dollar problem, and they're seeing a major shift toward these kinds of high-tech, AI-powered scams. Okay, so this is all incredibly concerning, I know, but it is not hopeless. The good news is that the defense against this high-tech threat is actually surprisingly simple and very human. We just need a new plan. First off, if you suspect a scam is happening right now, speed is everything. The FBI recommends this 4-step checklist. 1. Hang up. Immediately. Don't engage. 2. Call your bank's fraud department to freeze your accounts. 3. If they had remote access to a computer, shut it down and unplug your Wi-Fi router. And finally, 4. File an official report.
But how do you prevent the scam from happening in the first place? When a scammer can create a perfect fake of your loved one's voice, how can you possibly tell what's real and what isn't?
Well, the answer isn't more technology. It's a secret. Something that only your real family would ever know.
So here's the crucial idea. Establish a family safe word. It's just a simple word or a phrase, like purple monkey or Aunt Carol's lasagna, something that's easy for your family to remember but would be impossible for a stranger to guess from looking at your social media. So if you get that urgent, panicked call asking for money, you simply ask, what's the safe word? An AI can clone a voice, but it can't read your mind or know your family's secrets.
And that really brings us full circle. AI is a mirror. It can reflect our deepest desire to connect with and preserve the stories of the people we love. Or it can reflect the ugliest parts of human deception. The technology itself is neutral. The reflection it creates depends entirely on how we choose to use it and how we prepare ourselves for its impact.